So it is here. The Ultimate Arthur is now a thing. And right off the bat, the aesthetics of the Titan is kind of poor. It has a dull design, but as a new Titan, it's to be expected, and I just know that it will look better in the coming weeks. If we look over here, this thing has about 500,000 health points. And for an Ultimate Titan, that is not a lot. The regular Arthur has, I think, about 400 to 500,000 health points at max level, so this may be a problem just for now. We do have a very strong shield though. Both of our shields have 90.8 million health points, so I don't think anybody will really be getting through those. If we look at abilities, it seems that we have the same abilities as the original Arthur, so no additional effects to the enemies when we activate Blast Wave. We do have a 10-second cooldown on the Blast Wave ability, so that is pretty short, and at this point we're just spamming the second ability. So let's just look at a new pilot. His name is Leonid Kennedy, and he looks like a nun from the future. He looks super scary. So the benefits he grants us is not too extreme. We get 20% more speed when we put our shields to the side. We do get 13% more durability, and we also get 15% more damage for just for 5 seconds after we use the blast wave ability. So not too bad so far. And quickly, let's just look over the ultimate Grom. So this thing actually looks pretty cool. Um, and for each shot, we are dealing about 3,200, uh, sorry, 32,000 damage. Um, and that's a lot since a UE Arthur can hold three of these things. I have no doubt in my mind that these will be buffed multiple times in the future, so we have to watch out for these. All right, so we are going to be using the Frederick again. We're always going to be using the Frederick. That's just 100% always going to be the case. So that's everything so far. Let's see what this thing does in battle. So 7.6 million damage and 9 kills. I see many things wrong with the Yui Arthur so far. Number one is the speed. My God, is this painfully slow. Even our speed boost doesn't help. And in a game full of overpowered weapons, you need a reasonably fast robot to dodge projectiles and other enemies, and you can't really do this with the Yui Arthur. And second, I just don't see the physical shield being much of use anymore. When we were fighting the Acid Minos, our shield was blocking a good amount of the damage, but once the Devourer pulled up with the Equalizers and the Arbiters, we were cooked. We were completely cooked. And any weapons with a blast effect deals damage through through the shield. So just to me, it's kind of the shields are kind of useless up to this point. Lastly, real quick, the weapons pack no real punch, and it's hard to kill any Titan or even a robot nonetheless. I also don't know why they shoot energy projectiles if they were originally kinetic shotguns. But yeah, that's all I have to say so far. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.